Welcome to the Left of Str8 Show, where we talk entertainment, music, books, foodies, and more each week with special guest interviews of interest to the LGBTQ community and our straight allies. Direct from the entertainment capital of Northeast Ohio. Your host, Scott Fullerton, chats with some of your favorite entertainers, celebrities, newsmakers, and behind-the-scenes people across the country and around the world who make it all happen. So sit back, grab your favorite beverage, and let's start talking.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the Left of Str8 Show, the interviews. I am your host, as always, Scott Fullerton, and today's interview is with a hilarious comedian, actor, and sketch artist who's returning to the show and to his home state of Ohio this week for a fantastic new comedy gig this Thursday, May 11th, with one of his fellow comedians, Chris Grace. They're going to be at the B-Side Lounge here in Cleveland Heights. I've had the pleasure of chatting with him before as we talked all things Broadway and Wicked and podcasting. And since then, he's become engaged, brought his comedy across the country, been teaching, and of course, probably waiting breathlessly for the new Wicked to come out this Christmas season. So we're going to talk about all that and more. Please welcome back to the show the handsome, talented, and funny Mr. Tim Murray. Tim, how you doing, boss?
I'm good. Thanks so much for having me back, Scott. I'm so excited to be here.
I am excited to have you back, my friend. It's a pleasure. Welcome back to the show. I'm excited you're going to be back here in Ohio. I know this is your home state here, so give my listeners a quick reminder. You grew up here. Let's talk about the beautiful downtown Cedar Point and what drew you to comedy and the entertainment business, my friend.
America's rock and roller coast, baby. Yeah.
Woohoo!
I grew up in Sandusky, Ohio, going to Cedar Point my whole life, and I love Ohio. I'm really excited to return. I'm really excited to be in Cleveland. I've always been a Cleveland boy. We've been a Cleveland family my whole growing up. That was like the big city for us. So I'm really excited to go back there and do some stand up. And yeah, I started doing stand up when I was in the fourth grade in our fourth grade talent show, and then I did it again when I was like 15 in a talent show, and I guess the rest is history. Here we are.
That is awesome. Well, you are killing it. We're going to play some clips in just a little bit, but let's kind of do some greatest hits from We Talk Last. It's been a hot 2 years, I think, and a pandemic in between and all that fun stuff. I want to say congratulations on the engagement. I saw the video, very fun. Two questions. First, we got to talk about your patron saints of fake gay couples, of course, Patrick and David there, and singing the song from Schitt's Creek because she did amazing on it. And two, how did you get that handsome husband of yours to say I do to a comedian in a mullet? That had to be a chore in and of itself. Brag on you and your husband for a bit, my friend.
My advice always how to get a husband is to trick them, trap them, trick them, do whatever you can to. Yeah, I really tricked this one. Made him think that I don't know, that I was going to have money one day or something, or that I would cut this mullet one day. But in his defense, we did start dating before I had a mullet. I just had a regular kind of basic Ohio boy haircut, and then I started growing the mullet in pandemic, and I asked him to marry me, and somehow he still said yeah. I think it's possible that he's deeply mentally ill, but we'll figure that out in the future.
Must be love, ill, tomato, tomato. What can you do? Right?
Exactly.
There you
Love is its own form of sickness, truly. But yeah, we've been together for 6.5 years. I love him very much. He's great. We met in New York City, and like really soon after we met, he left to do the Aladdin tour. He's an actor, like a theater actor,
Mhm.
and he was on tour doing that. So we were long distance for a while, but then we've finally been back together. Ever since the pandemic, we've been able to like physically be together for the last 3 years. And yeah, I was like, okay, I think it's time to pop the question.
I love it. Well, congratulations, my friend. Very cool
Thanks.
for you. Now, have you been in LA this whole time? When did you move to LA?
Yeah, I moved to LA about 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in New York for 7 years, and then I moved to LA in, I guess, almost 5 years ago, 2018. Yeah,
It's where it's all happening. I mean, New York has the theater community, of course, and every Law and Order show you can think of, obviously. But there is a lot of good comedy and television, everything in LA. I miss LA a lot every year. But I come back and I go to Palm Springs, and it looks like you guys enjoy Palm Springs. I love
I
me a
love
good Palm
Palm
Springs vacay.
Springs. I love Palm Springs. I was just performing there with my other comedy partner, Michael Henry, who's like very YouTube famous. We travel around mostly together. We played Toucans in Palm Springs, and it was so fun. But for this show, my friend Chris Grace and I are doing Cleveland together because we wanted to do a hometown swap together. He's from Houston. And so he asked me to do Houston with him. And so then I was like, okay, well, then you do Cleveland with me. And he's one of the people that I actually followed out to LA because he was doing like musical theater, musical comedy with me, doing 50 Shades the musical. And then he moved out to LA and he's just like blown up since he moved here. He's on the TV show Superstore. He's
Right.
Jerry on Superstore. He's super funny guy. So I'm very excited for us to
Nice.
play. Yeah.
Very cool. I love all that. Let's talk again about the past, but I want to talk about your Slumber Party podcast because that's the last time we talked, I think, about 2.5 years ago. Absolutely so much fun. I mean, you had amazing people from Broadway. You had Guy Branum, who I love. You had comedians, Mateo Lane. You had my two newsies, which you still have me contact information for. I hate you for that, you and your best friends. And also, Elphaba's aplenty on that show. Talk about, do you ever miss it? I mean, just the conversations and everything with that?
I don't miss it at all. I don't miss it. It was very fun at the time, but I really kind of took off during the pandemic when I wasn't able to perform live. And so I loved doing it then. But I started to get really burnt out from it. And I really was, I mean, from doing your own show, it's a lot of work. And I really, it's very enjoyable work, but it was really taking away from my writing time and my live performing time. And I wanted to be creating more and interviewing less. And I think the break I've taken from it has been really good for me because I've started to write a lot more sketch comedy videos and post them on the internet. And I have a whole new hour of stand up and a whole new show that I'm doing. And yeah, I think, you can only do so much in this life. And I was getting I was just very tired and very burnt out. And I work full time. So,
Right.
uh, a side job. So yeah, I think it might come back in some capacity if I have a co-host as well, because I did start it with a friend of mine, and then he ended up having to leave, and so I missed like the camaraderie of having somebody I knew there every time. Yeah, but it was very very fun while I did it.
No, I hear you. I mean, this is my sixth season, and I keep saying I'm going to go. I stopped during the pandemic, and it took me 2 years to get back up and running again because it's a lot of work, and you have to psych yourself up for that. I mean, you even though you know the people, you got to do research on it, and then you got to get it edited and sounding halfway decent. So I hear you. It's great pandemic fun, I'm sure, but I'm lucky enough where this is I'm kind of semi-retired. I only work part-time, so it's not as bad. But co-host is the way to go for me anymore. I'm looking at the same thing. So I hear you.
Yeah.
Well, let's jump into this comedy. I want to talk about everything because you have a lot of stuff going on over the next 3 months, my friend. I want to play a little bit of clips for my listeners. You've created this character, and I think I told you, I don't even know the name, with the lips and the eyes and the entire LA vibe. What is the name of this character before we play her?
So the character actually doesn't have a name, and I think I won't reveal the name until like I decide to bury the character, like the very, very last time I do it, because kind of one of the stupid bits that this character, it's called Every Conversation in LA is the idea behind the character, but every time the character is always calling out to random friends of his, and it's usually like a town or like a random suburb in LA. But I'm never going to say the name of this character, I think, until it's time to put him to rest. Yeah.
I like it. Well, it's very funny. We're going to play a couple of clips from that character, and I want to play one of your comedy routines that I think is absolutely hilarious. So we'll go ahead and play that. And we're talking to the very funny man, Mr. Comedian Tim Murray, sketch comedy artist, actor extraordinaire, and everything. You listen to Left of Str8 Show. Be back on the other side.
Are you here with anyone famous? Kind of. I'm here with my grandpa. His name's Lance Bass. Do you have any K? Yes. Do you have any E? Yes. Do you have any G? Yes. Do you have any F? What's F? Flintstones vitamins. I just like the way they taste. The Abbey! The Abbey! I think I see my friend the Abbey over there. She was really popular in the 90s, and now she's medium popular. Mickey's! Mickey's! I think I see my friend Mickey's over there. She's loud. Motherload! 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 Wait, that's my friend Motherload. No, that's my friend Motherload. Let's kiss. Wait. Okay, that's better. Akbar! Akbar! I think I see my friend Akbar over there. An East Sider friend? He probably has all of his body hair and doesn't even juice. So
Do straight people ever ask you about gay sex? Yeah. Yes! This straight girl came up to me the other day and she said, so gay sex. How's it work? I was like, I don't know. When two people love each other, they're called lesbians. A male sex is when two people are in close proximity.
what do you do? I'm a restaurant manager. Like, you represent the restaurant for movies? No, like I work at the restaurant. Ew, you're making me sad. What's your name? Montecito! Montecito! I think I see my friend Montecito over there. He's a reality TV producer / false eyelash artisan / kombucha barista, but his main job is being a publicist for the Megan doll. The doll needs a publicist? Montecito! Montecito! I'm over here talking to this pauper, Montecito. Oh my god, he's coming over here and he's bringing Ashley Tisdale's wig stylist. Quick, pretend like we're having an important conversation. Sundance, 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 premiere party, real friends of WeHo, K, Molly, Blow, Sundance. Sundance, Sundance. You're doing it wrong! You're gonna embarrass me in front of Ashley Tisdale's wigs.
Alrighty, guys, we are back. That was my very special guest today, Mr. Tim Murray. Hilarious comedian, sketch comedian, actor. I love this character you came up with. Where did it come from? I mean, just LA in general?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm trying to think of like the original origin. I know I was at like a queer industry party, like a gay party with a lot of other like gay, performers or LA people, and the guy I was talking to was truly like looking over my shoulder the whole time, like just like looking around to see if there's like someone more important to talk to.
Right.
And everything he said was like so stupid. Like just like bragging about like these like C-list influencers that he knew while like looking right through me. And I was like, this is so funny. This is like a caricature of what people think LA is, because I think a lot of people think that I make these videos and I hate LA, but I actually really love it here. It's very, very it's a very fun place to live, but that type of person also exists here, which is really hysterical to me because it's like the stereotype is so real. And I just was like, okay, I really want to poke fun at this. And it was supposed to be just one video. I was like, okay, I'll make one video about this. And then it took off and people kept asking for more. So I've just had a lot of fun doing it more and more.
they've had thousands of views on TikTok and YouTube. And I love that it's inside baseball, but relatable. I mean, all the names that you call out are very specific to the gig, which is hilarious to me because being from LA, I know all those areas. But even if you're not from there, you kind of get the inferences. And it's a lot of fun to kind of just play with it. I love it.
Thanks. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun with the different cities that I'm traveling to, doing conversations in LA versus Denver versus Seattle. I'll probably have to make a Cleveland one, but I don't have any ideas for it yet, but I'll figure something out.
Nice. And talk about doing it on the TikTok. I mean, everything is so video centric now. As you know, before I did just audio podcasts because I have the face for radio here, but now everyone's doing video like the cool kids. Talk about going on TikTok. Is that fun for you? You're just killing it on there, but talk about that as a platform.
Thank you. Yeah, I love TikTok. Honestly, it's been very, very good to me. And I've done YouTube for years, and I've always been on Instagram and Twitter, and occasionally would have viral videos on each of those platforms, but nothing that ever accrued like a big enough following for me to tour the United States or take my show to Edinburgh Fringe, which I'm getting to do now. So TikTok really made that happen for me by allowing me to, I guess, get into the algorithm of people who want to see my comedy. And that's been like the biggest platform for me to date, which is great. And it happened right around, I got banned from Twitter because I posted a Sound of Music meme and they got me for copyright infringement, which is so insane to me because we all know what's on Twitter. like people are doing some very wild stuff on there. So the fact that I'm permanently banned, like forever. And I did start a new account, but I was like, this is so stupid. Like on my old account, like Lisa Kudrow had tweeted my impression of her and like more than once. Like it was like very exciting and cool. So to have that taken away like that was obviously so horrible, but it just made me be like, okay, well, screw this. If this platform is going to do this to me, I'm going to try something else. And I loved being on TikTok because I didn't have that little voice in my head that was like, oh, the funniest people I know from New York or LA might be watching this and judging this. Like, what if they don't think it's funny? Because TikTok was so new that I was like, they're not on here. Like, it's mostly Gen Z. Like, why don't I just have fun and just do whatever I want and not care if it's funny or not? And then the more I did that, the more I created, the better I got at it. And I think the funnier it's become. So it's been great.
It's so much fun. We'll give the handle at the end, but you are great on it. And like you said, social media is so weird now. I mean, we're going to talk about Wicked, of course. You love Wicked in a bit. And I wanted to play the little clip of Ariana Grande singing that they caught that everyone has played, including Entertainment Tonight, but I would get banned for it. I'm sure I would get a copyright infringement. So I'm not even going to do it. But they do silly things. Like you said, they'll play things that you would never think they would allow on a platform, and you play something innocently. I had a great friend, Spencer Day, who's an amazing singer, did a Broadway by Day album, and he did a cover of Ballet from South Pacific, and I got copyright infringement on YouTube, and he's the one that sang it, and they wouldn't let me play it on my. So it's crazy. I hear what you're saying.
The Rodgers and Hammerstein Foundation is really not messing around with that, I guess. They coming for you for South Pacific, coming for me for Sound of Music. They're really very serious.
I guess so. They're protecting their rights there. Well, let's get into the show in Cleveland. It's like I said, it's going to be a fun time had by all. Have you been out of downtown Cleveland? I know you've been in Sandusky quite a few times, and Columbus once or twice. This is your first time in Cleveland?
I did a show in Cleveland at a space that is no longer there. It was connected to the Mercury Theater.
Okay.
Wait, am I saying that right? I think so. It was called the Depot, and it was a really, really cool kind of cabaret space. But I did it the night before Thanksgiving, a year, 2 years ago. So I think that was an interesting choice on my part to try to do that when a lot of people are not able to go out and see comedy. It was still really
Right.
fun, but I'm excited to go back at a time when like more people can come, and I hope a lot of gay people come because I love doing gay comedy and I love doing it for gay people. And Chris and I just put on like a really, really fun hell of a show, to be honest. I always improvise a song every night based on an audience's story. And then at the end, Chris and I both improvise a song together just about the show in general. And Chris is, I'm not just saying this, he's really like one of the best musical improvisers in the world. Like
Wow.
if what was that show with Drew Carey called? Whose Line Is It Anyway? If
Oh
that
yeah.
came back on, like Chris would be a shoe-in for it for sure. Um, so we do a lot of stand-up, but then we also bring some of our like very extensive improv into the show. So it's just a super fun night.
That's amazing. Well, as I said off air, I'm trying to go there. I'm not sure if I work Thursday night or not, but it's at a great venue. I have been there before. It's only $25 beforehand, and there's a couple tickets left, and $30 at the door. Playing this Thursday, May 11th, 7 p.m. And I'm excited for you. The B-side lounge is fun. I've seen a couple things there, so that's going to be kind of cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah, I've
And
never
like
been
I
there. I'm
said,
excited to check it out.
you are doing so many things. You talked about the Edinburgh Fringe. You're going to spend almost a month there with your Witches show, which I talked about off air that I'm going to see in Sandusky. You're bringing it Sandusky. You're bringing it back to Columbus. Talk about that show. It sounds like so much fun, and
Thanks.
a month in Scotland.
In Scotland. Yeah, I'm really, really excited about it. So I started the show last year and I toured it around to 5 different cities in the United States. And it's a musical comedy show. Think like Bo Burnham stand up with all gay musical songs about witches. I wrote 8 original songs about my favorite pop culture witches. So Wicked and The Craft and Hocus Pocus and Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Bewitched. It's all in there, baby. And it's very, very spooky Halloween themed show. But I just wanted to do like what my fun Halloween version of a comedy show would be. And it's just such a blast. I'm in full drag for it. Like I'm in full Wicked Witch green makeup,
Oh my
black dress,
gosh.
drag. And yeah, it's a lot of singing, a lot of comedy, and a lot of fun. And so yeah, I'm taking it. I'm trying it out in Sandusky and then London, and then taking it to the Edinburgh Fringe in Scotland for all of August. And then I come back to the States and I'm playing Columbus, New York City again at Joe's Pub, which I'm so excited about.
Mhm.
Dallas, Austin, Seattle, um, Washington, D.C., Toronto. I'm going to a lot of really cool places. So if you live in any of those cities, please come out because I promise this one is like, I love my regular stand-up show and it's such a blast to do, but this one I really like put my heart and soul into. And I think it really resonates, especially with queer people, because the whole thesis of the show is that gay people relate to witches because of the gay witch hunt and feeling like we don't find our powers until we find our coven of queer friends. So it's a very
I
special show.
love that. I have seen some clips of different parts of it on your YouTube page. Absolutely great. And I think Michael's going to meet you in London for 2 shows for you guys to do your show together as well. That's got to be fun to bring him out there.
He
What do you
is. Yeah,
think?
we're so excited.
Do you have to do anything to translate it differently for a UK crowd? You guys thought about that at all?
Yes. Yes, I learned that the hard way the first time I was over there. There's just, certain things that they don't know that we have that's like, oh, that's so crazy that you guys don't know about this. But that's the kind of the big research push I'm doing right now is like, what pop culture references do you guys know over there? And luckily, I did the Edinburgh Fringe before with an all British cast of a musical that we did. So I've just been messaging them every day, being like, do you guys have this show there? Do you care about Sabrina the Teenage Witch there? Like, do you care about this and that? They're telling me like yes or no. You know what they didn't know? They had no context for? Facts of Life.
You're kidding. It's
I know. I was
iconic.
like, that's such a huge iconic. And my producer of Witches in Edinburgh is a lesbian. And I was like, girl, you have to know Facts of Life. This is like lesbian 101. Like Joe, like Like, come on.
That's
Blair.
hilarious.
Yeah.
It's such a different culture. So I haven't been outside of the country except for Mexico and Canada, which is right next door. So that doesn't count to me. But I love watching some of the YouTube videos where let's try American candy, and they try something like so basic that we find that they're like enamored by. So yeah, some of the cultural references are very different. A lot of fun there. And then talk about. I don't even know how much you can even say, but you guys are teasing a 2024 thing that Trixie Mattel might be producing for you. You and Michael doing a sketch comedy. What can you tease on that?
Yeah, so we started doing our stand-up show together, and a producer came and saw it and was like, this has to be a TV show. And we were like, okay, that sounds great. So the show is basically part docu-follow of us traveling around the country together doing stand-up, and the hilarity that ensues when two LA gays are in the middle America trying to figure out where to go to hook up and go to gay bars, and will our gay jokes work here, and all that fun stuff. And then intermixed with the docu-follow will be sketches about each city. And Trixie is one of the producers, and DeBrie Productions is the other producer. And yeah, there was a cool article about it in Variety. We're not allowed to say much more than that yet, other than expect to see it in 2024.
That's exciting for you. I'm so excited. That's great. It's great when it's something that you've put a lot of heart and soul and gets acknowledged like that, right? And you get to put it out there. That is exciting. Well, let's go into the acting side, and we'll finish up with a little Wicked here. I know we got to get you out of here today because you got to get ready for a show in a couple days. But I want to do a little bit of clips of your acting because you've done some fun stuff. We have what's it called? The Two of Us, or it's coming back this season now.
The Other Two.
The Other Two is coming back. You had a great role in that. You've had some really funny things we're going to show here in a second. Let's show those and come on the other side. Okay, we'll talk about it on the other side. All right, here we go. You listen to Left of Str8 Show right here in the Left of Str8 Radio Network.
That guy on Grindr sent me his haul. It's pretty good. Let me see. Holy shit, this is Gary Dubeck. Wait, the actor? How do you know? Because it's a live photo. When you press it, you can see his face at the beginning concentrating. Look, just hold it down. Oh, Mike, this is insane. I know. You have to text this to me. Okay, but don't send it to anybody else. I won't.
Why didn't Mike just send me a picture of a butthole?
So enter my improv troupe, Confetti and Meatballs. Come on out, guys!
Oh, God.
Tim! AD! Cody! Arif! Shut up.
Fucking hell. How long do they stay like this?
As long as I want. Well, let's get a suggestion from the audience.
Yeah! I love suggestions.
All right, so ask the audience. Go ahead. Just
Anyone else out in the audience have a suggestion of a location of where we are? You, there.
You are at the mall.
Great.
At the mall.
The mall.
At the mall.
We're at the mall.
All right, great. Mom, you never buy me the Louis Vuittons that I want.
Because you're a little shit. Fuck off.
Oh.
Okay, wait. Let's just stop right there.
Tim?
Oh my God. Dave and I were valets together at a Cracker Barrel in Ohio.
How lucrative. What are you doing in Chicago?
Vacationing.
Want to show us around? Wait, are you free tonight?
Yeah.
Oh my God, then you can come to my improv show. Improv show. Improv show. It's a trip. It's a trip. We walked right into a trap.
Oh, I am such a dumb and stupid gay. I totally forgot we have plans tonight.
Big plans. Can't cancel them. We're getting colonoscopies.
On vacation?
Yup.
Damn it. So sad you're gonna miss the show. My team is really good. We do this bit where we're like, I'm a man, and I want barbecue.
I knew I smelled poppers. Do you get it? Because gay people use poppers. I get it. Oh my God, we should totally have brunch together. We can be a four-top. How masked?
Oh my God, masks on brunch.
What?
Don't. Are you guys gonna get mimosas? Of course you are, you little slut. They're sluts. Sluts.
I get it. I know what's happening here. You guys are gay guys that take gay buzzwords and just make them stock answers for everything.
Oh my God. Are you flirting with me? You were such a little power bottom, true?
True. Doesn't matter if he's a bottom, and even if he's not, there's more to life than that. Don't ask me what.
Excuse me, this table is only for our customers.
I'm waiting for my friend.
The hostess will be able to seat you when your deceased companion arrives and your party is complete.
Let's save your hostess the trip.
Very well. Your water and Grey Poupon. Can I get you a drink, sir?
Yes, please. A bottle of vermentino and Greek salad.
Very good, sir.
Very mature.
Dongers.
You're vermin. Tina.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Take this away, Jeeves.
You're literally a garbage person.
Alrighty, we are back. That was my guest today, the hilarious Tim Murray. Do you miss acting? I mean, you're doing so much stand-up now, and like you said, there's only so many things you can do in a day. Talk about the acting part.
Yeah, that's a good question. I really don't miss that either, to be honest. It's when those opportunities come up, it's very exciting and very fun. But a big goal I've had for myself lately is to really focus my energy on like what I really want to do. And I was just watching John Mulaney's stand-up special last night, and I was like, okay, this is it. Like, this is what I want to do. I want to write comedy, and I want to perform it myself, my way, doing my comedic voice. And I feel like that's what I've been doing lately, and that's what I want to keep doing, which feels really cool, because for a long time I was very much like, am I a playwright? Am I an improviser? Am I a sketch comedian? Am I a stand-up? Am I a musical theater performer? You know, I was always beating myself up that I just like didn't feel like I had a focus in this industry. Am I a film TV actor? Like what's happening here? And I think I've really finally started to hone that into, I could use all of those skills in my live show, in my live stand-up show, which is what Witches is, which is what my show with Chris and my show with Michael are. So at least for now, I just want to really focus putting my 10,000 hours into stand-up.
It makes sense. I mean, we say it all the time that what resonates the most is authenticity these days, right? Especially after the pandemic. And if you first you have to learn what's authentic to you to begin with, and once you learn that and you start putting it out there like you've been doing, where all the success comes that you're coming from. So that's very exciting for you. I'm very excited.
Thanks.
That's cool. Well, we have to talk about Wicked because that is something that you're passionate about. We talked about in the last show. And we have this big film coming out. Speaking of acting, Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo. What are your expectations? Are you afraid to get your expectations up too high? Or what are you thinking here?
I'm honestly really excited. I think it's going to be great. I love Cynthia Erivo. I've seen her on Broadway before. She's so talented. I think she's a great choice for the role. And I love Ariana Grande, also so talented. And like, I had a feeling she was going to be good, but the clips that leaked are so good. I think it's going to be great. And I love John Chu, the director. He did the In the Heights movie and the Crazy Rich Asians movie. He's like a visual genius. So I'm honestly really, really pumped. And like, at the end of the day, anytime I see a movie musical, it's never like unenjoyable to me. Like it's just fun.
Right. And great casting, like you said, besides the two leads, Michelle Yeoh, who's just the it girl right now and has always been so talented in everything she does. She'll be playing one of the leads, and Jeff Goldblum kind of brings his twist to everything he does. And then we have a gay star. We have Jonathan Bailey as Fierro, so that's kind of exciting too. So
is he gay? I don't think I knew that.
I thought, yeah, I'm 99. I hope I didn't say anything out of turn, but I am 99% sure that Jonathan Bailey is gay.
Oh, that's exciting. He's very talented. The voice is so good. It's going to be great.
Very cool. All right. Well, super duper. It's going to be a lot of fun. I am so looking forward to stand up this Thursday. talk about where all of my listeners can find you, check out your YouTube clips, find you on your upcoming schedule. And I have a lot of UK listeners too. They might be able to get to Edinburgh for Fringe. So where's the best place to find you, Tim?
You can find me at tmurray06 on all platforms. TMURRAY 06, like 2006, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram. I'm doing a lot of fun videos on there. And you could go to my Instagram page or my TikTok to click the link tree to find out where you can get tickets to see my show.
Very good. Well, congratulations on all the success. So glad you came back on the show. We'll do a special 5 questions with Tim next week, so be sure to look for that. And until then, if you're in the Cleveland area, like myself, let's do a little meet and sip if I can get my happy butt out to Cleveland and see Tim Murray in person this Thursday, May 11th. All right, Tim, stay on the line for me, guys. We'll be back with another interview soon. Listen to Left of Str8 Show right here on the Left of Str8 Radio Network. Have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the Left of Str8 Show. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast distributor, and please give us a 5-star rating so more listeners can find us. You can follow us on social media, and be sure to check out our website, www.leftofstraightradio.com, for contests and other news and information. See you next week.